Welcome back, everybody, to This Is My Bourbon podcast. I'm your host, Perry, and sitting right next to me, just like he, usually always is, it's the whiskey mutant, Eric himself, my co-host.
Joe C. and the Eagle Rare.
Conspiracy.
It's going to happen. New conspiracy coming soon. I'm calling it right now.
I mean, we uncovered
Eagle Rare conspiracy.
We uncovered all of the information in the span of me asking 3 people about it, and then...
Oh, it's a conspiracy now.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind.
If you want to know more about this conspiracy, you can go to patreon.com/mybourbonpodcast.
We're just getting right into it this week.
As little as $1 a month, you can support the show. And at $5, you get all the bonus stuff. Pop Chicka Wow Wow, which we did this week, which we uncovered a Eagle Rare conspiracy.
A massive conspiracy.
Massive.
Yeah. That's already been solved.
Yeah. No, it hasn't.
Okay, sorry.
There are bottles
out
there. There are bottles out there, different names, and they're going to start popping up ISO this or that. I'm not going to go into the details because you have to go listen to the episode.
True. Yeah.
But if you want to watch a Patreon episode,
Pre-game chats.
This week's pregame chats, we ate chips.
We did.
Potato chips, banana chips,
plantain chips. Yeah. International chips.
Bad chips, good chips.
Some were real bad.
Real bad.
Some made my tum-tum hurt.
We had to take an hour break in between recording this just to reset
our palates. And here we are. We're back. We're better than ever. We're ready to go. Rip-roaring and feeling like $1 million bajillion.
But if you're on the Patreon and you haven't checked it yet, that will be a video version.
Yeah, video and audio.
So there you go.
So go watch it.
Yeah.
Patreon has this awesome new feature where you can just make one big post with video and audio all together.
One big post.
One giant post. A couple of things. Going to keep mentioning it, of course. Our Barrel Rye Armagnac finished pick. Still available as far as I know, unless it's sold out and nobody's talked about it yet. Link is in the description below. Go and check that out. Any plugs that we do as well, all of the links are in the description. So go and check all those out.
Check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Bourbonshop.threadless.com. There are a couple of new designs up there. One, the thank you bags where it's like, thank you. Where there's a design up there right now that's that, but it says bourbon.
Bourbon.
Yeah, it's real cool.
Oh,
yeah,
that's cute.
I've had that in the tank for a long time, and
now it's out there.
Fired it off.
You fired it.
Finally.
Also,
the updated logo is finally on apparel and merchandise. You can go check out.
He's getting in his bag. What's he doing?
It's on shirts like this.
Oh, look at that. There it is.
And on shirts like this.
Wow.
And that's yours.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Look at you. Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
I just did the whole show like
that would be so funny. He doesn't want to wear the shirt.
But I'm like, I feel like I've got to do something with it.
Put it over top of your hoodie, very like early 2000s style. You can't even see the logo. That's so good. That's incredible.
I look like I'm a real hipster. I got one of the like a scarf.
Yeah.
Oh wow. So
okay, great. Yeah, bourbonshop.threadless.com. Go check all that out. I think by the time this episode comes out, you've missed the shipping window for Christmas, but you can still get it in for, I don't know, New Year's.
New Year's gift?
New Year's gift. Look, babe, I got you something special to bring in the New Year.
Saint Jack bring us this year for New Year's?
He brought me 10-bit merch.
10-bit merch. While you're getting drunk on New Year's, you can wear this shirt.
It's pretty funny, actually. We kick off every episode with Flying Blind or Sips and Snacks. We've done a lot of Sips and Snacks, I think.
We've done a lot.
So, Flying Blind, I guess.
Yeah. Next week, we'll do Sips and Snacks on the main episode. I ate a lot of chips.
We did eat a lot of chips.
That's a lot.
Yeah. I think it probably amounted to like one bag, though.
I don't even know if it was one bag. Well, it was one bag if you do the bags that they put all the air in it. And they only give you 3.
Very true. Like a kid's size bag that you get in like a multi-pack.
That'd be
you know
about,
what I mean?
Yeah, we ate the equivalent of that.
You put in like a lunch.
It's all the different flavors, though. It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when you do, sometimes I feel more bloated after I've done a whiskey tasting or we recorded.
Right.
When we've drank a variety of different mash bills and proofs and stuff, it's really weird.
Yeah.
As opposed to like 4 pours of the same thing.
Agreed. Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Hold on. You had fuzz.
Thanks. We'll talk about feeling some kind of way.
Uh-oh.
Like, I'll talk about the pick I went on
Oh.
on Sunday.
The aftermath?
Yeah,
Oh, boy.
I got something.
Close my eyes again. Flying blind, flying so high, some do. We do, we do, flying blind. We're flying blind. Thursday, Friday, flying blind.
All right, we're ready to go.
Flying blind, what a blind.
I've got to leave all that in now because
blinding all night with you.
For continuity's sake, it doesn't make any sense if I cut out you singing while your eyes were closed.
Ooh, that smells good.
I will say this: it smells better than when I opened it.
Really?
Yeah, when I opened it, it just kind of was flat.
It's got. It's got like a cherry.
What was that?
What?
It's got.
Yeah. Na.
I knew you were gonna do that.
It's kind of a cherry cinnamon. It kind of reminds me of Heaven Hill. I don't know if it's Elijah correct. It just has that Heaven Hill kind of.
Yeah. You really fogged your glass up there too. That was crazy.
What is that?
Ooh, that has gotten so much better than when I had it.
Doesn't taste that high proof. Maybe 100, 90 to 100. This reminds me. I can't tell which one. It reminds me of a. It reminds me of a good bottled and bond.
Okay.
Yeah, snickerdoodles, cinnamon, something like that.
Yeah, it is kind of nutty to me as well.
That's good though.
I like this.
Okay. So you didn't like it when you first opened it?
I didn't, but I think my palate was just kind of wrecked from other stuff that I was.
Was this
drinking
on the same day?
No.
Oh.
No, this was not on the same day. This just came in.
Really?
For us.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is it a new release?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
15 stars, platinum.
Platinum?
Yeah, this is one of their
platinum selling.
Like their top end bottles.
Oh, 98 proof.
Yeah. It's a blend of 19, 15, and 10-year-old bourbons.
Wow.
From Kentucky, Indiana, and Tennessee.
Huh.
It's expensive, too.
Really?
It is an expensive bottle. And they just sent us a message on Instagram and said, we want to send you some. So,
well,
it was very sweet of them.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell the proof's there. It's not high proof.
Yeah.
98.
The age is doing all of the heavy lifting, I think.
Yeah.
Which is not a bad thing.
No, that's not a bad thing. I really think it really reminds me of maybe like a Heaven Hill Bottled and Bond or something like that. I will say the only thing that the only thing that is a little off for me is just that I guess maybe it's the proof. I don't know. Like it tastes a little thin.
A little bit, yeah. I
have
kind of
the
agree.
age in there. Yeah. So other than that, I could sip on this for a while.
Oh yeah. Fine sipping whiskey.
Is that what it's called?
No.
Oh, that's a good tagline.
That's a tagline for something else, I think.
Oh. It sounds familiar.
What's that a tagline for?
Fine sipping whiskey? Sounds like an old, like a James Beam product or something from the James Beam family.
Is it Blanton's?
Is it?
I think it is.
Top 5 sipping whiskeys. Come on.
Looking for a good sipping whiskey.
That's an actual phrase people use?
Yeah.
Sipping?
The 10 best summer sipping whiskeys.
Hey, who did that one?
Stuff and whiskey. I mean, they're great.
I know they're great. I didn't know that like people made top sipping whiskeys. So top.
I'm pretty sure that that there is a like on a Blanton's bottle. It says fine sipping whiskey.
Well, let's go find out.
Eric's gonna get up and find out. He has stood up a lot today, by the way.
Keeping me going.
He had a late night of work. What is this? I know that that's a tagline for something.
The finest bourbon in the world comes from a single barrel.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Never blended with whiskey from another barrel.
Doesn't matter. What does matter is I'm going to ask you what you've been drinking recently.
What have I been drinking? What have I been drinking? Let's see. Hold up. So we talked about last week. I got the E.H. Taylor from Banners.
Oh, yeah, right.
I did. What did I get into? Oh, I can't talk about that. The purple bottle over there. You know that one? It's a rye.
Yeah. The one that you've...
Secret rye. Got back into that. Can't talk about it. I did crack me a new bottle of Wild Turkey 101.
It was just sitting there. I love that.
Yeah. I hadn't bought a new bottle of Wild Turkey 101 in a while because I just had some, and then we got the anniversary one and stuff. And every time I crack a new bottle of Wild Turkey 101, there's just something special about it. No matter how many times I have this, whether you have some open or just get it out and about, there's something about a new bottle of Wild Turkey 101 when that first pour is just... People can shit around about a neck pour all day. The first pour of a Wild Turkey 101 is one of the best things ever. And maybe it's just in my head. Maybe it's just...
I don't care.
I don't care either because it's just good.
Whatever makes you happy, man.
The few random times that I've had some pours, I didn't have anything last night, but before that, I've been sipping on some Wild Turkey 101. So
Eric told me he had the shakes because he didn't drink anything.
Yeah, it's true. The shakes of excitement for wanting to have a pour with you.
Okay. I believe.
I'm excited.
I went on a pick on Sunday.
You kind of teased it a little bit.
I did
last week
with Bluegrass Barrel Pickers.
That was nice of them to let you go.
It was very nice of them to let me go. I think they wanted me to go because I'm friends with Chad.
Okay.
So that they could get what they wanted.
Did they get what they wanted? You don't have to say. But
I can neither confirm.
You're going to conform.
I'm going to just throw myself off a building in a video game. I can neither confirm nor deny.
Okay.
Whether they got what they wanted because they haven't even told Bluegrass Barrel Pickers yet what they got.
So this is the team that went to pick this.
Yes.
And they report back to the full group.
Yes.
Okay.
That announcement will come soon. I can at least say this is some of the best bourbon I've ever had. I'm not even like blowing smoke. I've got a 200 ml sample bottle of it that I forgot to bring today. You're mad at me.
I'm mad at you.
That was the first thing I said, though, when I got here, was that I forgot that bottle.
I didn't know that was the sample.
Yeah, that's what I forgot to bring. But so next week I'll bring it, and you and I will drink it in silence, and be unable to talk about it.
That's okay.
While I was there, though, it turned into a bottle share.
Doesn't it always?
Yeah, especially with these guys. So while we were sitting around, there was a Henry McKenna pick that got brought out.
Oh, those are old school.
From 2013.
Yeah.
One of this year's King of Kentucky single barrels. 16-year-old.
Lord.
Brown Foreman bourbon.
Oh.
It was like 133 proof or something like that.
King of Kentucky in my life.
Man, I have always kind of been like, it's whatever. But every time that I have it,
it's always
I realize
best.
it's incredible.
Yeah.
Their Jack Daniel's single barrel rye pick was there.
I've seen barrel proof rye and more Jack Daniel's barrel proof bourbon around close to me right through here.
Yeah.
More than I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It's insane.
It's happening.
It's happening.
Finally.
Yeah.
There was a TKO, which is a rye from Rare Character pick that got cracked as well. Maybe the bottle that took the cake, though. I'm going to show it to you before I say what it is.
Probably out of the whole lineup, that's the one I would take right now over everything. Based on the few pours I've had and tastings, that thing, nobody ever talks about that. Everybody asks for the other stuff.
Yeah. It's the Van Winkle Family Reserve Rye.
13-year-old.
95.6 proof. It's incredible.
Van Winkle ryes are legit so good.
I had a couple of other things I can't talk about because Chad, of course, swears me to secrecy every time that I'm there. He still has the Timbip skateboard. By the way, and he took pictures of me taking selfies.
You look like the biggest poser
with
I've
it.
ever seen.
I know, right? Yeah,
that's amazing.
I'll show you this. You see what's on that barrel?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's that at cast strength.
Look at how dark that is.
Yeah. Do you know why? Because it's also doubled.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Be anxious to try that.
So I bring this up every year too because it's important to me and it helps me stay present and it helps. I hope it helps you stay present as well. But this past Monday was also the 6-year anniversary of my good friend Billy passing away. He was 29 when he died, which means that I am now, and I mean, I was last year as well, older than he ever was, which is crazy to me. And Billy and I shared a mutual affinity for Knob Creek 9-year small batch, the 100 proof. And aside from Maker's Mark that I shared a love of with my dad and, a couple other pours here and there, Knob Creek was really the first bourbon that I bonded over with somebody. And so every year on the anniversary of his passing, I have a little bit, and I didn't have a whole lot on Monday because my body still felt like it hated me for drinking anything other than water and electrolytes. So I had
your friend was looking down on you laughing.
Billy
has to drink today.
Yeah. So I had, less than half of an ounce of Knob Creek on Monday in celebration of Billy's life. But like I said, I try to bring this up every year, not as like a way to be somber about it, but he was a dear musician friend. We played music together for years, and I stopped playing music for a long time after he passed, and it really wasn't until the beginning of last year, as a lot of you all know, that I got back up on stage and started playing again. But anyway, it was every year that it passes, I realize just it's crazy that I'm getting older than he was when he died.
We're all definitely getting old.
Yeah,
I can feel it.
I can feel it in my knees.
I feel it in the staying up late.
And back. Yeah, that too.
I can't do it no more.
Yeah.
Can't do it no more.
You had to go to work at midnight.
I did work. It was more of an event.
You had to go to where you work.
I had to go to where I work
Yeah.
to do something. And then I had to go back into work at my normal time.
Yeah.
I ain't what I used to be.
Do you think if you had
running on fumes?
Do you think if you had stayed on night shift?
Yeah. I'd be dead.
Okay, well that answers my question.
No, what was you gonna say?
I was gonna ask, if you had stayed on night shift, do you think you would have stayed kind of in the same place, like physically and mentally, that you were then? Because you've shifted into like regular person mode now.
Yeah.
But like you were operating on a completely different set of standards when you were working nights. And it was, I mean, you would go days without sleep sometimes.
Yeah. I mean,
and it was crazy.
I guess it really would depend on whether my body was still just functioning.
Well, yeah, that's very true.
Because I
as an almost 40-year-old man.
Yes. I wonder, the effects that all that had on me for all those years of not sleeping and having a normal schedule.
Yeah.
Like how I would feel. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I feel like I would still be in the routine of going off of less sleep. I probably wouldn't notice much difference, but I think my body would probably be taking a bigger hit than what it has been.
I believe that.
So yeah, I'm an old man. I'm a bag of bones. If I stay up too late complaining about sports or something, it's just how it is. It's how it is.
That picture of you on the couch
I was
that
struggling,
April
bro.
misappropriated as like you falling asleep. You were just clearly like, you were mid celebration.
I was just relieved. I was like, we're going to win this game. It was a Kentucky basketball game when they play Gonzaga, and it lasted till 1 a.m.
Because it was a 10 p.m. tip off.
Yeah, and it was just the relief of like, I made it, we won, but she totally posted it, acting like I'd been asleep the whole time. Just like she posts
I'm gonna throw it up on screen for the video version.
Like she posts my turtle that she acts like she tries to escape. He doesn't want to escape. And he does have a little aquarium. He just likes to go out into that roasting pan and swim around. People are like, oh, do y'all need an aquarium? And people are like, do you have food? I'm like, yes, I have food. I have baby turtle food. He's fine. I've had him for weeks now, and he's perfectly fine. If you stop seeing videos and pictures, something bad's happened.
Yeah, because April scooped him up and thrown him out in the yard.
He'll die. He can't live in the real world.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Because his mama's taking care of him.
Yeah.
Me. You're his
Can't
mama.
Function. There's too much.
You're Master Splinter.
Yeah, Master Splinter. There's bad stuff out there. For baby turtles. You can't. So, Donnie's fine, everybody. I appreciate your concern, but he's good.
I never doubted you.
I know you didn't. Some people do, though.
Eric, you don't know what we're reviewing.
Nope.
Do you?
Nope. Not heard. You not talk to me. You blocked me, remember?
I did on all social media.
You blocked me from everything.
It's my subtle way of telling you this isn't working out.
But you still showed up.
I did. This is my not so subtle way of telling you it's not working.
You changed your mind, and now we're here.
Yep,
So
I unblocked you.
You unblocked me, but no, I don't know what we're doing.
Yeah. Talked about bluegrass barrel pickers.
We did.
One of the guys that is a founding member over there is my buddy Jade. And he reached out and asked me if we could review a couple bourbons that he had a big part in putting together.
Oh, okay.
So
I like this.
we are going to be reviewing the Club Blue University of Kentucky Wildcats NIL bourbons.
Let's go.
So there are two here. One is small batch. I think, are they both small batch? Yeah, they are both small batch. One is finished and the other one is, I think it's got, oak staves in it. That one's finished with tequila barrels. Tequila
And
staves?
cherry wood.
Yeah. I'm really excited about these. It was done in collaboration with Bespoken as well. Have we had anything from Bespoken yet? I don't think we have.
I don't think. I love that this is a Kentucky NIL product. And if you don't,
it's amazing.
yeah, and if you're like, what the heck are they talking about? A portion of all Club Blue Spirit sales benefit UK student athletes through name, image, and likeness. So we are in a state of college sports now to where college athletes can finally get paid. They used to not be able to. They did, but it was under the table.
Yeah.
And everybody knew about it. But now, they...
It's what we call illegal.
Yeah. But, I mean, college athletes, whether it's football, basketball, volleyball, baseball, they brought in a lot of money for the colleges through ads, ticket sales, all that. So it's cool to see them actually get paid now. But also sometimes I feel like kind of keeps them, they leave early or they go to the pros and stuff like that. I don't know. Either way, it's a cool thing.
Yeah. So we'll start with what I'm going to call regular bourbon, the white label. I believe this is $30 a bottle.
Nice.
The tequila and cherry finished is a little bit more expensive. I believe it's closer to 70 or 80. So either way, supports UK athletes.
Let's go.
It's Kentucky only release, but still, it's here.
Yeah.
So
The Pope's here. So support him. Mark Pope.
woo! He's also behind me,
Yeah, he's right there.
if you're watching the video version.
And Bespoken. Where's that at? Is that here in Lexington?
They're in Lexington, yeah.
Around where?
I don't know exactly.
Don't know.
I'll go ahead and crack the other one, too.
Come
Maybe.
on now.
Holy
Come on
moly.
now. Come on. Come on. Oh, yeah. It is a little grainy, a little corny, but it's dark. It's got a dark...
It is. High rye barrels, it looks like.
It's got a crafty nose, I'll say.
No, it doesn't say it's straight, so the assumption is it's less than 2 years old, too.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's got a young note.
Yeah.
A little minty.
Ooh.
Now, the palate. I will say, I was a little hesitant with the nose. It did have that young nose, kind of grainy. But the palate, it's like a chocolate mint ice cream.
Yeah.
I don't get as much corn like that grain and corn on that I got on the nose. It's chocolate mint ice cream. There's a mint finish on this that is actually really nice.
I like that a lot.
90 proof. It tastes a little bit hotter than 90.
Yeah. Finish is like short to medium.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't really overstay its welcome, I would say. But it's 90 proof, so it's not
90
going to be,
proof. $30, we said.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at that.
I'm not mad at it either. It's very much, if you're a UK fan, this is great to break out during games.
Oh, yeah. This is a tailgate bottle. tailgate bottle after everybody's had a little bit, and you're like, you know what, $30, support the team. Some people are going to shoot this, some people are going to pour it in a Coke Zero. I think it'll be good for that. Not bad. And it's in like a Russell's Reserve bottle, looks like. All right. Now,
the big one.
Now listen, Jade. I don't know if you know me too well, but I've eased my way back into finished whiskeys. I was a little wild there for a bit. I was finished out. So ex tequila oak and cherry.
That was like
wood
his
steak.
whole thing on the podcast for a while.
Yeah. So let's see what this is about. Ex tequila oak. Okay.
Whoa. That is crazy.
I can get that tequila on the nose. This smells like a cherry margarita. That's insane.
That is the wildest nose.
It smells like cherry margarita, like a dark cherry margarita. Huh. Ooh, tequila finish, man.
Whoa.
That's thick, too.
It is. 106 proof. The proof is showing, I would say.
I mean,
it's a hefty step up from 90.
I thought that said 63%.
No, 53.
And I was like, oh, yeah, there it is. That's about it. Tastes like it's 125 proof.
It kind of does, man. It kind of does.
Okay, you've got me here. And when you smell them back to back.
Well, I got to pour a little bit more of the white label.
I'm down with this.
This sounds like I'm trying to find something positive to say about it. I'm not. I really like this. It is one of the most unique bourbons I have ever had. That finish, the finishing process of it is so of itself. Like, I've never seen anything like this before.
It's a cherry bourbon Rita.
It really is.
I love that. I love the tequila coming through. And it's not like a weird, like, finished, like, taste. Like, it's a legit, like, hint of tequila.
Yeah.
And I love margaritas and things like that. So to have this actually, like, complement the bourbon and the cherry wood in there, but you still get, like, I won't say I'm trying to say natural tequila. I mean, like, it tastes like authentic tequila on the finish.
Do you know what it kind of reminds me of?
Corn old fashioned.
The corn old fashioned.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was.
I've been sitting here just reliving walking through Epcot.
Yeah,
it is almost like drinking the corn old fashioned without making the cocktail.
That's pretty accurate. Man. Okay. I like that.
That's not bad.
I like that
at
a lot.
all. Kind of like brightens my spirits a little bit too.
I like that.
Like I'm feeling good. Oh, you know what too? I just realized that the Blue Label, which is the tequila and cherrywood finished, is actually straight bourbon.
Oh, so it's got a little bit more age on it.
Yeah. Far as I'm concerned, if you're in Kentucky, you see this. I've seen it at Liquor Barn. I don't fully know what the distribution is like on this.
I feel like I've seen it at Ernie's too.
Have you?
I think so.
If you're a UK fan, I think you should pick it up.
I mean, I think
sure.
that both of these have a spot on your shelf, and especially if you're tailgating, watching a game, like you've got one that's just kind of your, shelfer, and you can mix it and do different things with it. And then you got like a special pour that's very unique. And actually, 100% honest, like I didn't think I was going to like a tequila finished or, a tequila cask or stave finished. And I actually really enjoy that.
Yeah.
And it, like you said, reminded me of one of my all-time favorite cocktails at Disney.
Yeah.
So I
that's putting a big smile on my face, too.
I like that.
Which I love. So we got a couple of barrel rings.
Oh, boy. What are the freaking jerks up to these days?
Well, just hold your tongue for a second.
Sorry.
Because we got some nice...
Most of them are not nice.
I know, but this time
we have nice ones. We had that one message that was really nice. Said we.
Oh yeah. Oh, you want to talk about that first? Let's talk about that first. The one fan mail thing through Buzzsprout. Yeah. Let's talk about that first. So I don't know if this person wants us to say their name or not.
Fred Minnick.
Never mind. He does. He doesn't care. A few weeks ago, and this is another way for you to connect with us if you'd like to. If you're on a podcast app, there's an option at the top of the description that says send us a text message. If you click on that, you can send us fan mail through our podcast hosting website, Buzzsprout, and we can read it and,
Not to be confused with BuzzFeed.
Two different things.
Very different.
Very different things. We thought that we had gotten a message from somebody named W. Lebanon in New Hampshire. It turns out that person is actually from West Lebanon, New Hampshire. That's the city. How did we find this out? Well, they actually sent us something to our P.O. box, which you can also do if you would like to. That's P.O. Box 22609, Lexington, Kentucky, 40522. We're going to check it out right now.
AKA We're Idiots.
Yeah. But to be fair, they didn't sign it.
True.
So I'm not going to... There's a letter in here, too. So if they have said something in that, we'll figure it out.
Letter.
Love you. Some letters. Anyway,
it's a big old box.
Yeah, I don't want to dox this person. So I'll let you.
This is my bourbon donation. That's what the letter is titled. Dang, this is a full blown
Holy moly!
All right, December 1st, 2024. Perry and Eric. This is a follow-up to the project. This is a follow-up to the...
Do you want me to read it?
Yeah, I can't read it.
All right.
I mean, it's got very nice handwriting, but like, I have trouble. I'm going to be 100% honest. I have trouble reading cursive sometimes. Like, I legit do. Like, I just can't read it.
Yeah. Perry and Eric, this is a follow-up to the subject of the New Hampshire bourbon scene question. I did some research on New Hampshire distilleries. At last count, there were 10. Last summer, there were 11. Enclosed is a bottle of Smoky Quartz bourbon. I visited the distillery and got a tour from them once. From their owner. Sorry. He had been in business for about a dozen years. My tour was the last.
Uh-oh. He shut it down?
I tried.
He shut the whole place down. He's legendary.
No tour could compare to the one that I was given.
He shut it down.
He said, you know what? I can't do it better than this.
Oh, damn.
I had tried his bourbon in the past and was not super impressed.
Well, at least he's honest.
Regardless, It was an up close and personal tour, and I got to ask any questions I liked. Super interesting super interesting right down to his yeast choices and enzyme selections. He made whiskey, bourbon, vodka, and rum. He and 4 other veterans started the distillery. He decided to stop as he was starting to feel a little burned out. He aged all his spirits in 15-gallon American white oak casks, new. As of August last year, when I took the tour, he guessed he had about 2.5 years of stock total left. Most of his sales came from the New Hampshire. I don't know that word. The New Hampshire something outlets.
Kroger, Tanger outlets.
Oh, yeah, whatever that is.
War.
No, Tanger outlet.
Is that what the mall?
Yeah, those malls.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah,
Tanger.
I bought 2 bottles. One for me to keep and one for you guys enjoy. Now he did sign his name at the bottom.
I think I want to keep him as
W Leb.
W Leb.
Yeah,
W Leb.
We're gonna do that.
W Leb. Here's the bottle he sent us.
It's probably not gonna focus. Well, it will show up in the edit.
It's so light where the
So Smoky Quartz Distillery.
Veteran owned and operated V5 bourbon whiskey, small batch, distilled and bottled by Smoky Quartz, distilled from 100% corn mash, 90 proof, aged 16 months in new American oak barrels.
My favorite part of all of this, W Leb. First of all, is that you bought bottles of whiskey that you didn't like.
And then he was like, I want to see what they say about them.
Which I'm all about. And I really do appreciate you sending this to us, first and foremost. I think this is incredible. We've never had New Hampshire bourbon before. Does it clarify itself as bourbon on there?
Bourbon whiskey, small batch.
Because sometimes with the, 100% corn, they might call it whiskey.
First, we mash and distill using local grain and New Hampshire spring water. Next, we age the new spirit in small casks made of American oak. From this simple process, Smoky Quartz Distillery has created a bourbon we are proud to have our name on. We are dedicated craftsmen with drive, passion, and conviction to create natural, superior spirits. So, all right.
It's another Pop Chicka Wow Wow.
Popping with WL. All right.
Oh, and it's a 375 too for anybody who's just listening.
New Hampshire. The fun thing about this is he's already set it up so we can say whatever we want to.
Oh, yeah. And it's a distillery that doesn't exist anymore, too. Oh, boy. What'd you say? Oh, 90 proof. Oh, man.
A little strong.
Oh, boy.
It's almost like straight alcohol.
It kind of smells like gasoline.
Yeah, it's moonshine. Not the worst thing I've ever smelled. Not the best thing.
It doesn't smell at least like rotten meat that comes from Texas.
And it smells a little better than when you accidentally get gasoline from the gas station on your hands. It is beating that.
It's not. Oh.
I like the finish. It's got a stale Werther's original finish. Stale caramel.
Yeah. That had also been rolled around in Red Hots.
Okay, yeah. Maybe.
It rolled around on the playground. Fred Minnick style.
Stole my tasting notes. I mean, I would expect.
I don't hate it.
I don't hate it. I would expect it to taste something like this. I actually expected it to taste worse. It is stale, bad caramel.
Yeah.
It tastes better than it smells.
It 100% tastes better than it smells.
It smells like borderline gasoline. Like dirty gasoline.
Really
gas station.
Like gasoline that's stained everything.
And there's a garbage can
right
beside you when you're pumping the gas. And it's a very like sketchy gas station.
Yeah.
And the whole area smells weird.
But the nicest people work there.
Love the people.
It's just...
That's the palate. You know, it smells horrible.
Yeah, exactly.
But I like these people. They're good people.
With the candy that you don't know where it's made.
Yeah.
It just is
just
there and has always been there.
Yeah, that's what this is.
Yeah. Also, the best fried chicken you've ever had. You don't know how it's made.
Everything in that case is delicious.
Yeah.
Little chicken, little biscuits. You got even the pizza's good usually. Potato wedges.
Mm-hmm. But there's also a guy hanging around outside where you're like, if I take my eyes off of you for a couple seconds, I might lose all of my earthly possessions.
Possibly. Just a chance you take.
Yep.
Just like this. Just a chance you take.
It's because you're desperate. This is the bourbon to drink when you're desperate.
You're buying bourbon at a Tanger outlet.
I don't even feel that way about that. I do not feel that way about that.
I've never
bourbon
bought
at all.
I've never bought bourbon at an outlet mall. WL's desperate.
I've drank bourbon at an outlet mall before.
Oh yeah,
like going to a
you got to get
restaurant. Yeah, exactly.
I've never went to bourbon hunting at a outlet mall.
You know what? I just realized something else I forgot that I had been drinking recently too. So when I left last week, I told you that we were going to see Santa again with Eden, and I didn't bring my bag inside when I got home and I picked the girls up.
Yeah.
What I did do instead was I walked inside and I got like a to-go coffee mug. So that when we went to the farm where we saw Santa, and keep in mind, this was the night when it was like 25 degrees outside.
It was freaking cold.
So I took
There's a blanket for you.
I'm good now.
From WL.
I'll take it and I'll put it over here with the box. But I poured some 1792 full proof in that.
So you left me some too. It was really good.
Yeah.
I was like, this is delicious.
It was very nice. It kept me going. Saw horses. Oh, and Eden also saw Santa. Sorry, this is a complete deviation from what we were talking about. She was talking to Santa, and he goes, "Now who's that over there?" He points to Ella, my youngest. And she goes, "That's my baby sister. You have to be careful with her because she has a spot on her head."
The old legendary soft spot. Teach them well.
She told Santa to be careful with her baby sister's soft spot.
That's a good big sister.
She's a good big sister.
I don't care who it is. Easter Bunny, Santa, Jesus. Remind them there's a soft spot.
Yeah. Anyway, barrel rings. We're actually going to get into it now.
Thanks again for this, though.
Yeah, thank you, W. Lebanon.
This is fun.
W. Leb.
WL.
This is a text message from our buddy Ryan Jeeves. Jeeves?
I know Ryan. I don't know.
Jeeves. Anyway.
Ask Jeeves. AskJeeves.com.
It's spelled Geeves.
And his phone number is...
No.
Oh.
He said, "Hey guys, Ryan Jeeves here. While listening to this week's show and Flying Blind, it made me think of this 69.9%, 139.8 proof Jack Daniel's barrel proof rye bottle. Ooh. Is this the highest proof Jack Daniel's rye that you have seen? If not, what is the highest? Love the show. First of all, we love you.
I don't know if I've
Ryan.
seen 140. I mean, I know that's not 140, but the next highest would be.
Yeah, I've only seen. This is easily the highest proof I've seen.
Other than Coy Hill, and I know he said rye, but like that's the highest proof, any barrel proof Jack Daniels I've seen.
Yeah, for sure.
Other than Coy Hill, the hazmat one.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen just a regular Jack Daniels barrel proof, on the shelf or pick or anything.
Mm-mm. That's crazy.
Hazmat. That's amazing.
Get me one.
Please. I would love that. Anyway, dang, 139. I love that it's, and it bums me out that it's 139.8. It's so close to hazmat. Let's just dehydrate it a little bit.
Come on.
Go get Tony, go get the blow dryer. Let's just the industrial.
We're almost there. We're almost there.
We also have a voicemail as well. Oh, I almost called him back.
Call him back. That would be funny.
Hey boys, Tully here.
Tully.
That voicemail intro, man, just makes me cringe every single time. But it's funny.
What?
I thought I'd call in since I haven't called for a while, catching up on some backlog of the podcast since I've been driving a bunch yesterday and today. So, wanted to give you tips and bits around that rare character wax and the best way to get it cracked open. Use a pipe cutting tool. Normally you use a pipe cutting tool, right, to have a little razor blade on it, spins around a pipe to eventually where it cuts it open. Just use that same thing on the rare character wax. Works awesome. No need to use a knife, lighter, possibly cut yourself, much easier. Also, then wanted to pose a question out there. Sorry if this had already been asked since I'm still catching up, but what movies for the holiday season is a must-watch for you guys? For myself, my personal favorite is the Muppets Christmas special, where the Muppets go to Fozzie's mom's house during a blizzard. It is just fantastic. A couple others, of course, has to be Christmas Vacation, and then Die Hard, of course, which, hot take, Die Hard is a Christmas movie. But hope you guys are doing fantastic. Happy New Year's, happy holidays, and we will talk to you later. Cheers.
Cheers, bro.
Cheers, Tully. This is a rare character pick that I can actually talk about, though, because I bought this one.
That's a first.
Yeah, this isn't one that Chad gave me and I have to be quiet about. I can put it on screen. I can show it around.
My favorite thing is that there's so many people that have different ways of opening just rare character. And Chad has literally made a video on Instagram on how to make it. Eric Jansen wrote a novel on it in our Discord. And he's like, listen, guys, there is a way to do it. And he's labeled it out. You got Tullyweeds over here using special tools. I use a blowtorch.
Don Nishida is like, I just take the entire wax off
Don
of it.
Nishida doesn't even make it look good on a shelf anymore. He takes... That is amazing that so many people have different ways of opening their character.
But my favorite part of all that, though, is that Chad is just like, hey, here is the foolproof method of it. And everybody's like, nah.
Look, you didn't even do it because right there's the little hole that they say to do.
Yeah, but I tried to, and the pull tab just broke off. So this is a VEN pick. VEN is the determination of the type of barrel that it is. It is a high rye Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey from Barton, I'm pretty sure. What was I about to say? But the pick itself is from a store in Viva Las Vegas.
Viva Las Vegas.
That I had shipped to me. So this bottle has been all over Kentucky, across the country, and then back again.
And then back again. That's the best thing. Yeah, that's like this one that I have. I bought this one, and it was from San Diego. Haven't opened it yet, but it obviously was here, went all the way to San Diego, then came all the way back.
I love stuff like that. It was distilled on January 12th, 2016, bottled in October this year.
Nice.
123 proof, I believe. Yeah, 123.73.
It's like coffee. Got a very dark coffee note on there. I like that.
To Tully's question about Christmas movies you got to watch.
Christmas movies got to watch.
Muppets Christmas Carol.
I thought that's what I was going to say.
That's what I thought as well.
I have seen the Fozzie Bear one.
I do love the Fozzie Bear one.
My first reaction went to the Christmas Carol.
Now, I'm just a Muppets fan in general, though, so anything that the Muppets do, I just...
You know what I'm doing when I go on my next Disney trip?
Can you write it twice for me?
I ain't writing anything.
Well, you know what I mean.
I'm sitting down.
I know.
I'm crying.
Do it once for yourself and once for me.
Okay.
Because so what we're talking about is in Disney World, in Hollywood Studios, they are replacing a huge chunk of the theme park with a Monsters Inc. themed land, which I would be happy about in any other circumstance if they weren't getting rid of Muppets 3D vision.
The whole little section is just Muppets. Horrible pizza at Pizza Rizzo's.
Well, it was never good, even when it was Pizza Planet.
I'm just saying. But, yeah, and we're not going to get completely rid of the Muppets. They are going to actually retheme Rock and Roller Coaster to Muppets, which is going to be awesome. But
I'm happy with that.
There's just something about 3D vision that's just...
It's an institution.
It's so fun. It's so fun.
Tips and bits. If you're going to Disney World in the next few months,
go to Muppet Vision
and ride it for me.
Ride it for Perry.
It's somebody on the back of a seat, just like...
He's like, yeah. They're like, sir, this is not a ride. You just sit down.
Well, Perry told me to.
It's a ride to me, damn it.
We don't know who that is. Please stop yelling about Perry.
That's really good.
Just a really solid pick, right?
Coffee vanilla.
Yeah. Yours, though, Ernest Saves Christmas.
Ernest Saves Christmas, baby. All day long. Ernest is just one of my all-time favorites. Jim Varney.
Lexington, Kentucky hero.
R.I.P., yeah.
He went to high school with my father-in-law.
And the voice of Slinky Dog.
Yes.
Pixar. We're just talking about Pixar, Monsters, Inc. Voice of Slinky Dog. I love all the Ernest movies, but yes, always Ernest Saves Christmas. I'm just like you, totally. I've already watched Christmas Vacation once, Home Alone 1 and 2. Those are the only ones that matter to me. What else? I
was a big Frosty the Snowman.
We always watch Frosty. We always watch Rudolph, the claymation one. I mean, I'll watch anything. But those are probably my musts.
Yeah.
And the Star Wars Christmas special.
You're just a liar. You mean the Lego one, right?
No, the original.
You know, the only good way to watch that, I think I've said this on the podcast before. The only good way to watch that is with the weed is what I was going to say. Yes. Yeah. No, the Weekly Planet's commentary.
Oh, yeah.
Track over top of it. It's incredible.
A little Easter egg to that in Skeleton Crew.
Is there really?
Mm-hmm. I ain't going to say anything.
Okay. I haven't watched any of Skeleton Crew yet.
Episode 3
I'm behind
is
on stuff. I'm
real good.
Pretty behind on
real
stuff.
Good.
So
real good.
High proof hot takes.
High proof hot takes.
You've been pissed off about anything this week?
Just my dentist.
Oh no!
You know, my tooth broke.
Did it?
I had been having on and off toothache, and they told me it was because I was getting old, and I needed to just use Sensodyne. So I did. I used sensitive old person toothpaste.
You talked about that.
Okay, well,
a few weeks ago.
It kind of worked, and then it kind of didn't. It kind of worked, kind of didn't. I kept doing it, and all of a sudden, one day, it hurt really bad. Like, I could barely, bite down. I'd worked all day. It was Monday. I told you I had to work late Monday. I came home, started eating dinner, and then all of a sudden, I was like, what the heck? I was like, my tooth doesn't hurt anymore.
What the heck?
What the heck? My tooth, it feels fine. And then I did the thing where you feel it.
Rub your tongue over it.
I was like, what the fuck? There was a chunk of my tooth had broke off. I went back to the dentist. They got me in the next day, and they're like, yeah.
Oh, my bad, bro.
It looks like you probably had like a little hairline fracture in your tooth.
Oh, my gosh.
I was like, what? So they had to put this temporary filling on it to kind of fill that little gap. And now I got to get a crown.
Cool.
I mean, I don't know. High proof hot take. I mean, my dentist fixed it and they were nice about it. And I know, I know them, but
Take care of your teeth, I
take
guess.
care of your teeth. Teeth are hereditary. If your family has bad teeth, you have bad teeth.
I luckily come from a family with really good teeth.
Good job for you.
No, I'm just...
My teeth suck.
I'm sorry. I've never had braces.
I have. So,
Sorry.
if you were a stupid little teenager kid living in Eastern Kentucky like me who
Drank Mountain Dew all the time.
and sweets and cakes, and why do you think I became the whiskey mutant? Your teeth are not going to be good. And I've tried my best to take care of my teeth for the last, since I've been an adult. And I'm just reaping, the curse of my youth. So now I got bad teeth that are apparently just breaking, and people are just like, you're just old. So high proof hot take, don't just say you're just old when things are happening.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't make you feel good. I don't want to be old. And I know there's people that listen that are older than me, and they're like, shut up, motherfucker. But I'm getting closer to 40, and it's pissing me off.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That's it.
I don't know. I'm tired. Having two little kids is tough.
Well, I know. Wait till you have your third.
I'm not gonna have a third.
Honestly, though, third didn't feel any different.
I don't have room for a third kid.
It didn't feel any different because I was already tired anyway.
Yeah.
So,
tips and bits.
brush your teeth, floss, get checkups.
We're out of high proof hot takes, Eric.
Well, don't wait till you're, late 20s, early 30s to really start being like, you know what? I'm going to start taking care of my teeth now. That's too late. I don't even know. I don't know.
You're all fired
Get
up.
Get sleep. I've not slept the best this week. Get sleep. Brush your teeth. Do your face routine. Self-care. That is my tips and bits. Self-care and what else? I watched something new the other day. Oh no, I'm just still catching up on Bleach and everything. New season of Bleach is amazing. And then
I was on Instagram, I think it was yesterday, and I that remake that somebody did. I mean, it's been like 5 years ago.
When Goku helps you battle a
That was
a bad hysterical.
Hey, it's me, Goku.
Anyway.
Let me take care of that for you.
That threw you way off there.
That was so funny. But they remade and edited it into A New Hope, but the original Obi-Wan and Darth Vader battle. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't think so.
You never seen this?
Maybe I have, but I just don't know what you're exactly talking about. Oh, I will recommend something. Get on YouTube, and if you're not watching anything on TV and you have a nice TV in your living room, do a Yule log or whatever it's called.
Oh, yeah.
It's so relaxing.
Okay, so we took a little break so Eric could watch what I was talking about, which is Scene 38, reimagined from A New Hope, the original Star Wars movie. And it's the original Obi-Wan Kenobi and Darth Vader fight, but with like
An actual fight?
An actual fight. The choreography, basically, that it would have been like with the prequel choreography. So your first reaction, I can't believe you've never seen that before. That's crazy.
I've never seen it.
Yeah. It's so good.
I don't even
right?
know how I would have found out about it.
I don't know. You're just on.
I suck. I'm old.
Here we go.
No, I really haven't.
So I got kind of taken out of doing the podcast for a second because of how good that fight scene is, and like I have to recenter myself into doing
They start
content.
doing like the flashbacks, the voices in their head.
Yeah,
I mean that was
it's
awesome.
so good. So that popped up on my Instagram, and it was at like potato quality. So I was like, why am I watching it like this? And I just went over to YouTube and watched it, in 4K HD.
Pretty awesome.
And then, I had Googled just like, or searched on YouTube, like Obi-Wan Darth Vader fight reimagined. But then below it was the Obi-Wan Darth Vader fight from the Kenobi series, which I hadn't watched since the show came out. That fight is so good. That whole final battle. And I forgot how good Ewan McGregor is. And I don't even really know what my tips and bits are here. Just how good Star Wars is. Yeah, go watch SC-38 Reimagined. Give Kenobi a second. Was it Obi-Wan or Kenobi? What was the name of it? It was Kenobi.
Mm-hmm.
Give Kenobi a second chance. I think especially just for
how
good Ewan McGregor was. But it got kind of trash at the time for how... And like, I think the pacing isn't great too in that show. It's not perfect. But I do think that like Ewan McGregor is just... He carries that show. And he's not given credit for how good he is in that. Hello there. He is in that show. But like... That moment, and spoilers if you haven't seen this yet. I'm just
original Star Wars.
No. The series.
Spoiler.
The Kenobi series. Okay, I'm gonna here's your wee woo spoiler warning for this battle. Okay, so he finally breaks Darth Vader's mask, right?
He sees his face,
and he says, what's happened to you, Anakin? And he goes, Anakin Skywalker is dead. And Obi-Wan goes, I'm sorry. And it's just like this huge moment. And like, I remember watching it the first time and feeling just this like, right. Like just this huge, like this is insane how emotional this moment is. And as somebody who grew up like, my Star Wars growing up was the prequels.
Yeah.
I'm one of those kids because those were the movies I went to the theaters to see. It was the prequel trilogy. And it's not that like those are perfect movies. Like Attack of the Clones, still one of the worst Star Wars movies. Hands down. It goes Rise of Skywalker, Attack of the Clones.
Yeah.
And from worst to second worst. That being said, though, like I still have an emotional connection with these characters, and like that moment where they're finally reconnecting, like eye to eye, not behind a mask to this actual human. And he goes, "I'm sorry," and Anakin just fully rejects that apology. Yeah. It's just so well done. And like, it makes me want to go back and not just watch that series again, but just I'm in rewatch Star Wars mood right now too. I know there's a million Star Wars podcasts out there. I would love to do a Star Wars podcast. We don't have time for it, but maybe I'd do it by myself. Brews and pews.
Pours and
no.
Oh. If you want to get
Trixie,
what is she doing down here?
I don't know, but she might be over on patreon.com/mybourbonpodcast for as little as $1 a month.
Special stuff.
Yeah, for as little as $5 a month. She's getting all the bonus content, which, by the way, we're in the holiday season, right? It's a great time to gift people gifts. give people gifts. I'll tell that in a second too. But you can gift subscriptions for Patreon too. If you got somebody in your life who loves bourbon content, who loves This Is My Bourbon podcast, and they're not a subscriber to Timbip on Patreon, you can gift them a subscription.
Gift them
to patreon.com/mybourbonpodcast. You find all the instructions and everything over there.
Yeah.
And we appreciate everybody who is a subscriber over on patreon.com.
Get a video version of Patreon show, pregame chats. We also did Pop Tickle Wawa. Yeah, this week. We do all the other bonus stuff, and you get first updates and chances to do stuff. All the stuff, patreon.com. If you want to get some merch like this, you want to buy somebody some merch.
Eric's new shirt.
My new shirt, bourbonshop.threadless.com.
My new shirt.
Perry's got all the logos up there. He's got some new stuff up there.
You can't see the microphone as well on
that's all right.
My shirt. So I got to fix the file this week before the episode comes out.
But bourbonshop.threadless.com. Oh. If you want to send an email, this is mybourbonshop@gmail.com. If you want to call in, be a part of Bell Rings, send us a text message, show us pictures of your collection, all the stuff. 859-428-8253. 859-428-8253. If you want to send us a package, just like our buddy from New Hampshire here, WL, send it to
P.O. Box 22609, Lexington, Kentucky 40522. As I've kind of been saying recently, that P.O. Box will not be open forever, but at least in the meantime, it's there.
It's there.
So go and send us stuff if you feel like it. It's not a.
You can send
if you want to.
You can address at Whiskey Mutant to that address and put a King of Kentucky in there.
You actually cannot. It has to be addressed to me.
So that's how you get all the stuff, all the bottles.
No, some stuff goes to my house.
All the stuff people send to me.
Media stuff goes to my house. Fan stuff goes to the P.O. Box.
That's how you get all the stuff, huh?
Do you want media stuff to start going to your house?
No.
Actually, probably is safer going to your house.
No, I'm just saying. If somebody sends Whiskey Mutant a King of Kentucky, it's going to have your name on it.
No, that can be yours.
You're going to steal my King. Why am I acting like somebody's going to send me a King?
Nobody's just going to straight up send you a $2,000 bottle.
Maybe.
They might.
Maybe. Either way,
to say Merry Christmas.
Of course, I would still share it with Perry because what's mine is his and what's his is mine. And then go to all social media. You can follow the show as a whole at My Bourbon Pod. You can follow me at Whiskey Mutant. You can follow Perry at PRitter1792. I also have a Disney podcast. It's a small Disney podcast. You can listen to that every Thursday. We also have Instagram. It's a small Disney podcast.
Eric and I are playing footsie. I'm going to put my feet over here.
If you want to watch this, if you're listening, you're going to watch this, you can go to youtube.com. All the episodes go up there. Perry also goes live every Thursday. I try to join him when I can, but you did some beer.
I did a Weller 12 finished Bourbon County Stout from Goose Island.
Weller 12, I bet.
I did, and I'll tell you something. It didn't make a lick of difference in the pairing.
So
had no bearing on the actual taste of the beer.
So youtube.com. We also have a Facebook group. This is My Bourbon Podcast. Facebook, answers a question. We'll put you in there. Do all the stuff you normally do. Like, comment, subscribe, leave reviews. We'll read them out, good or bad. It helps us either way. That's an episode.
That's it.
You know what we're pairing next week?
I'm hoping it's something Christmas related.
Christmas tree cakes.
You know why? Because next week's episode comes out on Christmas.
We're going to do what pairs best with Christmas tree cakes. You're going to pick something. I'm going to pick something.
Okay.
And we're going to battle. Whoever loses gets punched in the dick.
Finally, if we're gonna punch we're gonna feel each other's wieners with our hands.
We've done that before.
Huh?
We've done that before.
You're right.
That's an episode.
It's going to be all Christmas stuff next week.
Christmas.
I'm going to wear my Christmas sweater.
I'll wear something Christmas.
Yeah. Okay.
What?
I'm excited. I can't wait.
Well, let's go.
Happy almost Christmas, everybody.
All right, let's head over to the new episode.
We love you. See you next time. Until then, I'm Perry.
I'm Eric.
And this is My Bourbon Podcast. He's leaving me. We're going to feel each other's wieners.
It was easy.
What's the matter with us?
That was easy.
We're just idiots.
That was